Mr. Holster here, back with another holster review. Today we're going to take a look at the Avenger by Galco. I reviewed a holster back about 2 years ago, an Avenger holster for a Glock, and I wasn't very kind on that. It was a tabletop review. I took it right out of the box brand new, and the gun didn't fit very well in the holster, and I was pretty rough on them. And upon reflection, I think maybe it had been sitting at the retailer for an awful long time, and that holster had shrunk up a lot. When this one came in 8 months ago, the gun slid right into it like a glove, and I've used this almost exclusively with that gun for the last 8 months. There's been some exceptions where I've been trying some holsters out off and on that have been sent to me, so I'd say I probably got a good 5 to 6 months of everyday use on this holster in the last 8 months, which I think is 6 months is a good time to reflect on the holster, take a look at it, and review it. First off, I'll let you get a good look at the holster itself and what wear it has suffered, which it looks like brand new. I am extremely pleased with this holster in that regard. It has really held up well for that time period. And, you know, this is my favorite style of holster to use. This is an old style, or it's been around a long time. Been around the block once or twice, this style of holster. I like it because, and almost use this exclusively, because I like a direct vertical drop holster, and we won't go and talk about why I do. That's kind of a subject for a whole nother video, but one of the reasons I do is because the way it sits on the belt, because of the design. We're going to talk about that in a second. First off, let's start and look at the features on this thing. You'll notice that everywhere the main body is stitched, it's double stitching all around there and all around the belt loop. Now up here is a separate piece of leather, and that also is double stitched, by the way. But let's take a look at that and follow it around so we can talk about it. It starts right back here and goes all the way around the top, front and back of the holster, and then that same piece of leather is utilized as the main belt loop to the holster, and you'll notice it's double stitched here at the bottom. And what that does is it provides for a double thick top to the holster that won't collapse. And it's really important that your holster doesn't collapse once you take your sidearm out, so you can put it back in with ease. The other thing it provides is this wide belt loop that your belt slides through. Now if we take a look at the back belt loop, you'll notice that too is double leather. That's where the main body of the holster is brought together. So when you run your belt through here, you've got a spot in between the back belt loop and the front that allows you to put the belt loop from your pants right there. So the belt will run through the belt loop of the holster, through the belt loop of the pants, and then through the belt loop, the main body belt loop of the holster here, which will be sitting forward in most cases. It could be worn as a cross draw holster because it's a direct vertical drop, which is one of the reasons I like the concept of the direct vertical drop. So that this could be the back side of the holster in that situation. But what that does with the belt loop here and the design of these belt loops the way they are is it holds it really tight to your body, and that keeps your sidearm up close and against your body, and also keeps the holster from tilting back and forth because it's got that belt loop right there. Makes for an exceptionally good holster. The other feature this holster happens to have is it has a tensioning device on the bottom here. It's got a rubber gasket in here, and you can tension this to tighten the retention on the holster so that you can have the tension you desire personally. You'll notice that it's wet molded fairly well to the gun itself, and it gives more than adequate retention, this holster does. Thought I'd share it with you today, the Galco Avenger. One more thing I'll mention before I go is that it's made out of cowhide, which of course is the second reason cows were put on the planet. The first being steak. And here they've used a vegetable tan cowhide, which is what you really need when you're looking for a holster. If it doesn't say on the package, if you go into a store and you're buying one off the shelf and it doesn't say it's vegetable tan leather, don't buy it. Because if it's made with a chrome tanning or a salt tanning, yeah, it might not be good for your firearm. Or a vegetable tanned leather is not going to harm your firearm finish. So I thought I'd share this with you today because it's been an exceptional holster for me for the last 8 months and has really done the job well. Almost up there par with the custom shop holsters that cost, well, I'd say $30, $40 more and are going to take you anywhere from 6 to 15 weeks to get, where this is one you can buy off the shelf and it's going to run you around $95. And for $95 you're getting an exceptional holster that's going to hold up, and it performs and does its job very well. So there you go. I thought I'd share that with you today, the Galco Avenger. A very nicely made and well executed holster. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time, from Mr. Holster and Jack, who's not here. Yeah, he's out on a date. Go out and stay safe.